Good day, everybody. Peace, love, and harmony to you all. I am Peacekeeper, and I'm out here in the heart of nature, just raising my frequency. Blessings, 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 blessings are falling on you today. Blessings are coming your way. Breakthroughs are coming your way. If you're ready to receive that, just keep giving thanks. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. Something big is coming your way. Trust that, embrace that, and know that it's not just coming, it's already here. And today's message is all about how to not fit in and be fully free from all expectations that people have of you. So, let's dive straight into this. For starters, ruin your reputation. And I'll show you guys just a simple example of how to ruin your reputation. So, many of you may see me, coming out here every day, doing the best of my ability to help raise the frequency, also to help, myself while growing, seeing where I'm flowing. But there are times where when I'm doing, my shadow work, there's some things inside me that is so deeply programmed that when they come up, the ego gets in the way of clearing those programmings. So let me share and ruin my reputation with one of these deep programmings that are in there that I was having a hard time letting go of. I still currently sometimes have a little bit of difficulties letting go of this, and it's this way of love where when you have a partner, it's like your partner is only, should only show you love, should only be showing you affection, basically. It's that type of jealous mind. I get jealous. I get jealous. This is a programming that has been in me from small, growing up, where if I have a partner and my partner, being all mushy or kissy with somebody else, showing them that type of affection, stuff like that, I'll look at that and I'll be like, right in front of my face of disrespecting them, because these are things that the system has programmed within us, and these are thoughts that I get, in some of my past relationships too, and that is jealousy. That is not allowing your partner, to freely express her emotions, express her love. I want to be selfish with the love, and she can't show anybody else that love. She should only show me that love. So this is some of the shadows that I have within me that I am working on, and this is what I talk about: self-healing. So when you share your shadow sides, with people, your deep dark sides, regardless on what you think the outcome would be after you sharing that, or regardless on what somebody is expecting of you, to be perfect, to be on top of everything. This is how you break free from people's opinions, from people's expectations of you, and really and truly just be you, regardless of what it is that others think about you. Freely ruin your reputation. Don't just know that something is there and hide it. So, like when somebody see you going through a little jealousy, somebody see you going through something like that, you've been masking all the time, they wouldn't be able to judge you and say, well, huh, he real fake, but he doing this all the time, and he had that deep down inside it, or she had this deep down inside it. No, because they don't show them it up front. So the importance of like ruining your reputation up front, telling that person, up front, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I had to deal with, this is what I working on. You allow that person to have a full spectrum on whether or not they want to be in a relationship with you. You allow that person to know, all right, am I still willing, to go down this road and work it out with this person, newly in my life, things like that, and many other things, So speak about the deep shit up front. Even if they go running, road runner, big, let them run. Because real ones always recognize the real ones. And real ones really and truly don't expect anything from you other than you being your truthful, authentic self. So if they're not real and they can't accept you for you, then they'll just go their way. But ruining your reputation helps free you and helps you to just be you, regardless of what people think about you, regardless of how people feel about you. So that being said, I'm not sure who else has that program, but we need to understand that we don't own anybody in a relationship. That person is a whole other person. In my last relationship though, I moved out of that jealousy type mentality and I was working on it. And I allowed her to freely express herself. I allowed her, to do certain things, to go out there and free up herself without me, going parties and things, because I was never really the party type. But I'm not going to stop you from doing what it is that you want to do in your life, in your reality, because that is something that I went through already in my first relationship. That ego likes to be in control, and that ego likes to be always right. That ego gets jealous. Right? So from my first 4-year relationship, I learned to not be so controlling, not to be so uptight. But that programming is a programming that they still come up from time to time. So this is something that I am also working on clearing. Many of you probably wouldn't even know that, but I just shared with you. So easy it is to just ruin your reputation. So easy, so easy. And there are other things too. But I doesn't see it fit to just come and just talk all about me, because all of that also is just a next way of expressing just egotistical ways of thinking. It's all about me. You see, when you're only thinking about me, all of that too, it's just ego, because the ego only thinks about me when your soul always thinks about we, as a humanity, as a people. So that's why I always promote, unity, because unity is what we have to do to actually build back communities. No one person can do it, but it starts with us doing the shadow work. It starts with us standing firm and knowing our weaknesses, knowing our strengths, and working on growing all aspects of ourselves, mentally, physically, and spiritually. We are the masterpiece and the work in progress. That being said, when I talk about not giving a fuck again, the importance of not giving a fuck, it's very important, because when you care too much about fitting in and what people think about you, you're not truthfully being authentically you. You're just being a people pleaser. So this is why it is important that I keep emphasizing on don't give a fuck. Not in a way to not be united with each other, not in a way to not care. It might sound contradictory, but for those of you awake and aware and really truly tapped into what I am explaining here, you will understand what it is that I am saying. For those of you who are not, will just criticize and be a critic. And that's okay, because they are both positive and negative energies and everything. And it's about becoming the alchemist to alchemize all energies, you know. So care but don't care. You care for those who are actually doing the work. You care for those who are actually doing something to help benefit themselves and raise the vibrational frequency, which is also helping humanity, which is also helping the planet. That's what I care about. I care about the rest too, but not as much as I care about the ones who are doing the inner work. I'm being real, I'm being honest, because this is why I ruin my reputation, you know. What influenced this topic, ruining your reputation and, you know, not fitting in, like I started this message. I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, you know, and conversation lasted a very decent period of time, you know. We were having a very deep conversation, and he was sharing with me, you know, why he is just 15 and, you know, just allow certain things, you know, just to conserve his energy, you know, so that he won't have to overexert himself, you know. But that is like, you give somebody an inch, then they take a next inch, then they take a next inch, and then they just keep thinking inches and inches until that inch reach a yard, until that yard reach 2 yards, and then so it keeps going, because you just keep just allowing, and you just want to fit in, you know. You don't want to cause any problem, you know. You don't want to say anything because you don't want to waste your energy, and you don't want to do this. But then you wait until it reaches so far, you wait until it reaches so, you know, deep. You know, you dig a deep ass hole, a hole like about 12 feet deep, 12 yards deep. And then to pull yourself out of that hole, you created that problem, you created that hole. So what are you gonna do now? So this is why ruin your reputation, you know. Don't just have that image, don't just have that mentality of you had to keep on this persona, or you had to keep wearing this mask, you know, for people to be comfortable within their own skin, you know, for people to be happy, or for people to like you. It didn't make sense. You're just digging a hole for yourself, and to climb out of that shit, it's be a little too difficult. You see, you know, ruin your reputation up front, you know, be real up front, be truthful up front. Even if you're real like that girl, even if female ladies out there too, even if you're real like that boy, let them know your deepest, darkest shit. So if somebody bounce them up in the road and they probably know you from your past lives and shit, and then they tell them something about you, X, Y, and Z is the case, shit, and he wouldn't be like surprised about it. You know, fellas, same thing, she wouldn't be surprised about it, because you don't ruin your reputation already. You don't tell she exactly what it is that you tell she all the deep dark shit. She know you inside out. So regardless on what somebody else come out there now and say towards you, about you, she'll be like, okay, because she don't love you for you already. She don't know you for you. And that's what love really is now, boy. Love is that aspect where you love all of that person, you know. You know all of that person. You don't just know the mass or the good sides, you know, all sides. You know, the past, the present, and the future. Because you know that person has a future with you. You know that person is seeing themselves in your future. So it's all about being real and, you know, being straight. No sugar, just raw truth. And this will create, you know, more positive relationships. And even self, that doesn't mean that the relationship gonna be perfect that way. And there's trials and error in everything. You know, there's positive and negative in everything. But it's all about always neutralizing that situation and making it worth something, you know, making the best out of the experience and not just dwelling on the negative aspect of the experience. You know, so ruin your reputation. You know, let me show you guys another thing that is deep within me that I need to deal with also, that I am working on. I also say it, so it's not really that deep, it's not really a secret because I don't really hide these things. But some people may not be paying attention when I'm saying it. So, let me share something again about myself. In, let's say, this past month, while I've been consistent, while I've been growing, while I've been raising my vibrational frequency and keeping a positive, optimistic mind, there were times where I was having some deep self-doubt thoughts. There were times where I was falling back into a trap of, am I going crazy? Or a trap of, the universe really speaking to me? I was falling back into a state of self-doubt and worry. I talked about it, but some of you probably missed those videos and didn't even realize that I was going through that. Some deep dark shit that I am dealing with, and I am open with it. Most times, there are also times where I let that ego hide it and mask it. There are also times where I've been, like, for instance, I was watching some pictures of me, and I was looking at my facial expressions. I was looking at the eyes, and I realized that my face was looking like this, and then my eyes was looking like this. Sad, worried, and it's like the eyes is literally the windows to the soul. So when you learn this trick that I'm teaching you all here right now too, no one can even hide anything from you, even if they try to. Look them dead in their eyes and observe their eyes, observe what is really going on with the person, and not the person, because person means persona, but with the human being, the soul, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. And when you look them directly in their eye, and you see whether or not they can watch you in your eyes, whether or not they are like this, or their face might even be droopy. There are a lot of details that the eyes express, regardless on if you're trying to hide it. So look him right in his eye, look her right in her eyes, and you'll be able to tell if that person really loves you. Because also our next aspect in this life, of love, where we tend to be in a relationship with someone just solely for their body and for a sexual interaction, thinking that sex is love, and sex is not love. Sex is just lust. You're just lusting over that person because of the body and how they look and how pretty they is, and how handsome he is, or how much muscles he has, or how fat she is, And a relationship built on that, you're just digging yourself in a hole, doomed to sink deeper and deeper and deeper into that abyss. So I say, like, when you meet somebody, look them dead in their eyes, and say to them all of your deepest, darkest shit, all of your positive, beautiful stuff about yourself, and let them know straightforward who you are, with no sugar. This is who I am. This is who I am. I am Peacekeeper. My good traits are, I want to see this world bloom. I want to see this world come out of this cocoon stage where we have been trapped and where we have been slaved for life, for far too long. I want to see us come out of that, and we are coming out of that. This is what I am pushing, self-empowerment, self-growth, self-healing, motivation, self-love. And on the other hand, with my dark traits, there's some fucked up shit about me. Example, self-doubt. Example, sometimes I lie. Example, sometimes, what else? Should be easy. I don't even know how to think about this. Putting on a mask, a fake persona. That's about it for now that I can think about. Other things that are probably more deeper than that are the meditate to really bring forward also. But this is why meditation is so important. Meditation helps you to know yourself inside out. And it don't make no sense to hide yourself when you know yourself. So keep working, keep doing you, keep doing the best that you can do. But the early business on people judging you, ruin your reputation, because you gotta be able to freely express yourself in all ways and all aspects of yourself to keep growing spiritually, mentally, and physically. You know? So let's exclude that ownership of others, because we don't own anybody. You know, you don't own your partner. You basically lease leasing that person. It's a choice for that person to love you. You know, it's a choice for you to continuously be loving that person too. You know, you guys are sharing a relationship. You guys are growing together, and all relationships require that same level of love. You know, so if your partner is showing somebody else a certain type of love, know that that's okay, as long as they are not showing them a love in a way where they want to be sexually interacted with them. That is a no-no, because there are soul ties and there's a lot of energetic imbalances that comes with tying up your energy into a whole other person while you're already with somebody. We weren't made that way, to mix energies that way. System corrupted us in that way to do things that way, and this is why we keep repeating same curses and, you know, same cycles that are not pleasing us and not benefiting us. And also, people who go out of a relationship to get what they're supposed to be getting in a relationship is because the relationship yet again is not built on that real, you know, that truth. And if it was built on that realness, that truth, they would know upfront if this person have what they are looking for. You know, if this person is a mirror best suited, you know, for them and their growth, rather than meeting somebody you don't know, you never even bring out the raw truth with them, and then you go down the road having a relationship with them, and next thing you know, it just turned out that they weren't who they said they were, and now you have to go outside of the relationship to get the comfort, or you have to go outside of the relationship to get something that you lacking in the relationship currently. Come on, guys. Come on, come on. We better than that. We better than that. We better than that. So know that it's okay to not be perfect. Know that it's okay to share all aspects of yourself, because this is what it's all about. It's just all about being real in the 5 days. Just all about being truthful and authentic. We have all come from some type of traumatic experience, some type of negative background, and it's all about us really and truly raising our frequency and clearing those energies. And it's something that we need to constantly, actively keep reminding ourselves on a daily to keep moving forward. So I know it's not easy, but it's necessary for us to raise the frequency and actually balance back the planet, and actually have better relationships in today's society, you know. So let's get rid of that jealousy peacekeeper who tends to get jealous because my partner may be sharing some love out there, you know. Yeah, that's me. It's okay, it's okay. The jealousy is not the best policy. That's all ego. You know when your ego is taking over and coming out from that back seat. Put that ego in the back seat and let's just ride in love, ride in truth, and stay true to what we want to accomplish, which is becoming our best version. Every single day, it's a brand new day to come out here, experience life, to grow and elevate. Today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present moment. So guys, if you enjoyed this message, if I helped you in any form or fashion today, tap that like button, drop a comment, share this. Someone out there needs to hear this. And let's keep raising the vibrational frequency. Let love guide you. All the keys are in your secret art. All the answers are within you. Let's believe in you. Trust yourself. No self-doubt. Just clear those things, peacekeeper, and anyone else, watching this message. I'm out. Until tomorrow.